Hello YouTube. Yes, this video is about the Nintendo NX and my thoughts and my opinions. Now don't be alarmed, this video is not to piss anybody off. This video is not to make enemies. This is just my opinions and what I think, what I strongly think Nintendo is going to be doing and what they are looking forward for the future of the next generation console. Now we're going to start with the console, then the controller will be next. Okay, the console. It's been reported that Nintendo is using industry-leading chips. I'm sure you heard that before from other topics and other scenarios, but industry-leading chips means the newest and current latest technology, so the better chips that just came out for 2015. So the top of the line AMD or the top of the line the other company. Not Intel, but they're using another company. I forgot the name of them, but it's going to be the newest version, the newest industry-leading chip. Now, all top-of-the-line chips means that means that RAM too has to be the next generation RAM. Now, I strongly feel Nintendo is going to be using GDDR5 RAM like their competition Sony for the PlayStation 4. GDDR5 RAM leads to more towards graphic RAM. That's more graphic RAM. So I'm sure people know that already, but that's my thought. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking, like their competitors, they're going to give us 8 gigs or more. I'm sure that has to be their movement. That it can't be anything less than 8 gigs because the competitors out there are 8 gigs. I'm sure Nintendo is. I'm sure their head is in that direction. I'm pretty sure they're going to give us 8 gigs, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be GDDR5 RAM. I strongly feel that way. Another thing too. Now they're going to use the top of the line processor. So that means that it's going to be AMD and Vanarom or some company. I forgot the name. Vanarom. AMD and Vanarom. Now AMD is a good processor that makes processors geared more towards graphics. Now I'm hearing 2 types of processors are going to be in that console. That's what I'm hearing. That's the rumor going on. That's what the report said. So there's going to be 2 processors. I'm sure Nintendo's going to do some higher than the 8 core. Just like their competition, they have to go 8 cores or more. 8 cores or more. I hope Nintendo has done it. I feel they will do it. I'm sure they're doing that right now. I'm sure they're giving us an 8 cores or more processor. The competition, if they want to be up to par, that's what they have to do. Now, also another topic I came across. Nintendo report. The report says, or this could be a rumor, but there's going to be no optical drive. No optical drive. That means no CD drive, no DVD drive, no Blu-ray drive. So that means with no Blu-ray drive, that means they want us to lean more towards downloading our games, do more downloading apps, more downloading data from the Nintendo Workshop. eShop. So if that's the case, if they want us to do more downloading, so that strongly means Nintendo is going to give us a high-end storage device. They're going to give us something more than 500 gigs. I'm sure that they got to give us a hard drive of at least 500. I'm going to say a terabyte or even 2 terabytes. If you're gonna force us to do more downloading, I strongly see Nintendo giving us 2 terabyte hard drive. That's the way it has to be. That's the way I see it. That means that no optical drive. That means you want us to download everything. That means you're gonna possibly put a 2 terabyte hard drive in there because there's no other way to put data in there. That means we're gonna be downloading games left and right. I'm sure you're gonna put tons of games out there. 2 terabytes or more. I can see it. Who's with me? If you guys are with me, give me some comments on this. What do you think? 2 terabytes? Because I strongly think it's going to be 2 terabytes. With no optical drive. Or another reason is, it's possible they might have 4 USB 3.0 ports. 4 USB 3.0 ports. That means we can get an external USB optical drive, Blu-ray drive, or buy any third party from your local electronics store, Best Buys, PC Richards, whatever. I'm sure that could be the case also. That definitely could be the case. We buy external optical drive. Now the thing is too, one of the other hypotheses, my other guess is they're trying to avoid used games. With no optical drive, that means no used games. That means you have to buy everything brand new. That could be another reason behind their no optical drive reason. And that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm getting. That's my strong guess. That's my strong guess. No used games, no optical drive. That means a 2 terabyte hard drive. That should be the standard. 2 terabyte hard drive, and it should be an upgradable hard drive too. Let us have the ability to upgrade to more storage. That's where we're going with these next generation consoles. Upgrading is everything. If it's possible, let us upgrade the amount of RAM we can put in our consoles too. That's another thing. That's what I feel. 8 gigs or more, and let us have the ability to buy more RAM chips to upgrade that. That's what I'm strongly thinking. What if it goes that route, people? I'm thinking it's going to go that route. What if Nintendo gives us the possibility of putting 32 gigs of RAM in your Nintendo NX? I can see it. I don't know if it's a fact or not, but what if that's the case? What if they're going to let us do that? I'm sure they're going to give us all the information on E3 2016 in June. 32 gigs of RAM for a gaming console. That means you're going to see some next level games. I mean, the more RAM, the more animation, the more enemies on the screen at one time. That's amazing. I mean, you have life on the ground, you have life in the air. It's just so much going on. The more RAM you have, the more you're gonna see, the more you're gonna interact with. Yeah, the processors are good. It depends on the RAM. The RAM gives you the better gameplay. It just does so much. It's like the processor, the coach, and the RAM are the players. The players is what puts the points on the board. Now, another thing too, with their controller now, and reports have it that the controller is a freeform display. That means the LCD is going to cover the whole controller. That means the handles too, not just the front interface, the handles also. That's going to be a freeform display, people. This is going to be amazing. Now, another thing too, they also reported that there's going to be a high-end processor in the controllers. That's another positive step. They have this controller patented. I see them succeeding big time. If this worked out, I see this successfully happening. Now, I'm not going to bash Nintendo over head for launching the Wii U, and we only have like what, a year and a half, probably 2 years out of the Wii U. Yeah, we had our time with the Wii U, but hey, things happen. Technology expands every 6 months. Don't be surprised if you see the competitors, Sony, Microsoft, E3 2017, not 2016, 2017, they announced their new consoles. Don't be surprised because we're moving quickly now. It's not 8 years now. It's not like 4 years. You start to see new stuff. New concepts. New chips. Now back to my controller topic. Now. There's going to be a processor in the controller. Now, with a processor in the controller, that means you have to have RAM in the controller because the processor needs RAM to operate. So that means there's going to be a processor and RAM in the controller. That means that controller is going to be next generation. If this happens, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see an award-winning console. We're going to see Nintendo at its best. A controller with a processor and RAM. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Think how powerful that will be. That is 100% next generation. What if that controller has 1 gig of RAM in the controller? Of GDDR5 RAM. Because the LCD on the controller is a display too. So you can possibly play games on the controller without even looking at the big screen. This is going to be next generation for real. Oh my god, I can't wait till this happens. Now that Nintendo is gearing more towards online now. So that means we're going to have an online community. So that means we're going to have a more interactive Nintendo network. We're going to have a friends list. And Nintendo ports, we're going to have some type of achievement and a trophy system. Now their achievement and trophy system is going to be much different than Sony's and Microsoft's. Now I'm hearing rumors with your rewards on Nintendo, your achievements or your trophies, with those points, you can use those points and go to the eShop and buy rewards for your Nintendo NX. That sounds remarkable there. That sounds 100% remarkable. Imagine you earning your achievements, you earning your points, and then you go to the eShop and use some of them to make transactions and get purchases. That means people are definitely going to buy more games just to get achievements, just to get trophies. That's going to be the whole goal now. Even a game you don't like, you're possibly going to buy that just to get all the achievements out of it. Just to get the achievements so you can spend more in the eShop. That's what I'm seeing, people. That's what I'm seeing with the future here. That's what they said. Don't look at me funny. This is just what Nintendo said. With their achievements and trophy system, you can use your rewards, your points, to go to the eShop and buy rewards. Now we don't know what type of rewards, if it's full game downloads or to make your desktop look pretty or whatever. But it's a big positive. You can use your points to buy rewards. And your points you're still going to see the amount of achievements, the amount of trophies you earned. Nintendo is making an aggressive move. I'm not going to bash them over the head for making a new system and abandoning the Wii. Because we don't know what the Wii's future is. They probably still going to be games coming out for the Wii, or they probably just going to just chuck it. I don't know. But what I do know, this next generation console is going to be 100% serious. 100% serious. I definitely can see that happening. Nintendo is going to blow our minds, ladies and gentlemen. Because these are facts. These are the reports. Everything I just said are facts. This is not me just making up something on my wish list. This is going to be a processor in the controller, and it's going to have dedicated RAM in each controller. And it's going to be a freeform display. Not just the front of the controller is going to be LCD. The whole, even the handles are going to be LCD. So that means you can touch buttons on the handles. They saying freeform display. The whole thing is going to be LCD. This is something we have to... please tune in on E3 2016, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the best E3 you have ever seen in your life. Those other E3s, when Nintendo abandoned us, they didn't really abandon us, but they was doing their own thing. With the Nintendo Direct and Nintendo Treehouse, they're going to blow our minds at E3. Another thing, too. Next generation is requiring virtual reality. I'm sure they're going to have a virtual reality headset. I'm sure they're going to have something that's going to blow our minds. What do you think, gamers? Give me some comments on what you think about a virtual reality headset. I'm sure Nintendo is working on that right now. They just didn't report it or give us any information about it. These are all like This is all information coming from third-party companies that got dev kits already. This is what they're leaking out. This is what they're sharing with us. But my point is, here's my point is, the Nintendo. I feel 8 cores or more, 8 gigs or more with industry-leading chips, which means GDDR5 RAM, a 2 terabyte hard drive, because no optical drive. That means you want us to do more downloading. So that means you're going to give us a higher capacity hard drive. 2 terabytes should be enough for gamers that's going to be constantly downloading, constantly streaming, constantly on their systems with no optical drive. That means 2 terabytes has to be necessary. It's 100% necessary. It just makes sense. And the controller, with the processor controller, I'm sure I have to say a gig or more. Not even a gig. Well, a gig is not that much money now. Now the controller by itself, I would say the controller is probably going to be a very expensive controller. Probably more expensive than the Wii U controller. The Wii U controller, I hear by itself, if you buy it by itself, it's like $199. That's really expensive. So with this freeform display controller with new high-end technology and a processor and a RAM chip inside of it, we're looking at a pretty penny. I don't want to throw out the numbers to scare people, but we're looking at a pretty penny. I am extremely excited for Nintendo's future. It looks like they're doing everything right. From a Nintendo online community, this is just what we need from Nintendo. A better friends list system. Not no codes. I'm sure the codes are out. I'm not. They didn't make any reports about it, but I'm sure codes are out. Codes are really not going to work. You need to meet people while you're gaming and talk to them and chat with them. If you like them, hey, send them a friend invite. That's where we're going. That's where the next generation consoles are. That's where their competitors are. That's what Sony Microsoft is doing. You do a mission with someone, you like how they play, you communicate, you make friends with them. You know, here's my friends list. Now here's my friends request. That's how I feel about this. An online community with achievements and everything. People say with a real-time desktop, not a Wii U desktop, but a next generation desktop. I mean, a beautiful desktop. Nintendo's gonna blow our minds, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this video, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what I said, if you agree with me, give me some comments on what you think it is. Comments would be nice. And while you're at it, if you like what I've said, also give me a like. Give me a like. And also, please subscribe and watch my other videos on similar topics like this for the Wii U. This is all I have right now for the Wii U, but I'm going to be making more videos. Not Wii U, I'm sorry, the Nintendo NX. I'm going to be making more videos about this Nintendo NX. This is going to be 100% spectacular. Thank you for watching my video, gamers. Thank you.